Oh, what is that?
Yo. Oh! Yo.
Lou Rock, a fearless YouTube explorer known for chasing the paranormal, teamed up with his friend James one cold, moonless night. Their destination, a decaying sugar mill on the edge of town, had long been whispered about as haunted, cursed, and best left alone. But curiosity can be louder than fear, and they wanted to find out for themselves what truly lingered inside.
Let's do this. Let's go. It is a spooky night, guys. It's 3 a.m. You see the moon up there. There's the jail across the street. And, man, that is such a spooky picture right there. Yes, I did. It just sounded like there was somebody in there, right?
I don't know what the hell that was.
It sounded like something's moving around. It could be an animal. That's crack, dude. I don't know if I don't think I trust that at all. It is a pain.
Good safety.
Luckily, earlier when
What?
I just heard something.
From the moment they stepped through the rusted doors, the air grew heavy, damp, metallic, and thick with age. Their flashlights sliced through the darkness, revealing broken machinery and collapsed beams. Then came the sound.
Let's see. Step over this. Oh, man. There's mattresses in here like somebody was living in here. Dude, the whole floor just shook when you did that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go very slow.
Whoa, that's a really old, like, plaid shirt. Whoa. What the hell was that? Yeah. That sounded very strange.
Like something fall or something, and then
I heard, like, moaning.
A low metallic clang echoing from somewhere deep within. They froze. Nothing moved. When they searched the area, the source was gone, swallowed by silence. Still, they pushed forward, climbing a rickety staircase that groaned under every step.
Somebody was sitting here smoking cigarettes. Look at that old Coke cooler there. That's a collectible.
oh, that's cool.
That is definitely a collectible. Bro,
Yeah,
I'm hearing something walking around outside.
I've heard a couple of voices. I hope there's nobody like seeing us here because you say you heard gunshots earlier.
What?
Lou's gut twisted, an instinct screaming that they weren't alone. Shadows danced where there shouldn't have been any. And that smell, burnt oil and rot, seemed to follow them. With the walls creaking and dust falling from the ceiling, they decided to retreat.
Dude, I keep hearing stuff. Alright, I'm ready to get out of here. Guys, we're gonna head over to some other buildings right here on the property and see what else we can catch here. I'm not sure which one is the church and which one is the slave quarters.
Okay. Can you imagine the people congregating, like when they hung the people over there?
Yeah, that's messed up.
But before leaving, they spotted another structure nearby, half hidden in the dark.
There's holes right here, bro. Oh, sh!
What's that?
Oh, sh! Oh, sh!
Bro, what the hell was that? For real?
Dude, that was on this side of that wall. Who did that? No, that came from over in this corner right here. Is there anybody that wants to speak with us?
Against their better judgment, they went in. Inside, graffiti covered the walls, and strange symbols were carved into the floor. The air turned colder. Lou's breath fogged.
That was pretty crazy, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is definitely the church. I can't believe how we got nothing from that other building. And
Nothing.
Then, like it just said that as soon as we came in here, there's a man here. And when I was looking in that front door, I could see a man. It looked like he was walking right where you're at
Were
now.
you recording or no?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
recording.
Oh, did you hear hear that?
Yo.
Bro.
Oh my gosh. Alright, man. I'm ready to bounce.
Oh, what is that?
Yo. Oh! Yo. Yo. Yo.
Dude, where are you? Where are you?
Yo, let's go. Let's go.
I'm gonna go behind you. I can't
There's
see.
a tree here.
Go. I'm gonna
Let's
hold your
go.
shoulder. Go. What the hell?
What the hell was that, bro?
Did somebody shoot at us?
Dude, they're behind us. Go. What the
Oh, what the hell? Bro.
Dude, we're trapped. Bro, we're trapped. Dude, we need to get out of here. Dude, I seen somebody behind us.
Then, out of nowhere, gunfire shattered the silence. The sound ricocheted through the ruins. They ran without looking back, hearts pounding, lungs burning, desperate for escape. They made it out alive, but the question still haunts them. Who fired those shots? And what were they trying to keep hidden inside that mill?
Oh.
In June of 2016, YouTuber Yusuf Ahmadi, known for exploring the world's most unsettling places, uploaded a video that would quickly become one of the most disturbing entries on his channel. With more than 650,000 subscribers watching his every move, Yusuf had built a reputation for chasing rumors most people would rather ignore. But this time, what he found went far beyond curiosity. It crossed into something truly horrific.
So we've been looking for somewhere to explore for weeks now, and we finally found somewhere. And we're gonna go and try and give it another go. We've gone before, and when we've tried to get in, we've had police called on us, and the place has tight security, it's a tight community. So every time we've tried to go, like, they have walkie-talkies and stuff, and they start communicating, and we've been chased out. I know they have something to hide. They must have something to hide, because they would not react like this. So we're gonna do it tonight. We're gonna make sure we get in. No matter what, we will do this.
One of his viewers had tipped him off about an abandoned building on the outskirts of town. Locals whispered that it was used for occult rituals and that strange markings covered its walls. Others claimed it doubled as a hideout for illegal activity. The eerie atmosphere deliberately cultivated to scare off anyone who might stumble too close. The property, they said, was guarded heavily. And this wasn't Yusuf's first attempt to get inside. On his previous try, he and his partner had been chased off before they could even start filming. But that night, they made it in.
Does places like this have asbestos? Don't climb that. Let's go around front now.
The moment they crossed the threshold, a suffocating stillness enveloped them. The walls seemed to hum with quiet dread. Yusuf whispered into the camera, admitting he couldn't shake the feeling that someone, or something, was watching. As they crept further inside, the signs grew more sinister. Rusty stains smeared across the floor, candles arranged in strange patterns, and unmistakable symbols carved into the walls. Later, after uploading the footage, Yusuf's viewers would point out details he'd missed. Shapes in the shadows, movements behind him, faces barely visible in the dark. But at that moment, something else caught his attention.
Should we try going? That room has 6 nails locked in there. Bro, is that blood?
Show me your cup on it.
Is that blood?
Oh!
A blood-stained, foldable ladder leading up to a small porch behind the building. Against every instinct, he climbed it. At the top, His flashlight beam froze on something that made his blood run cold. A body, motionless, wrapped in a white sheet, its outline unmistakably human. Dark stains spread through the fabric like rot. Panic took over. Without another word, Yusuf and his partner bolted from the property, their cameras still rolling as they fled into the night. They contacted the police immediately after escaping, but what became of the body, or who it belonged to, was never revealed. Even today, Yusuf admits the authorities never called him back. The investigation, whatever it uncovered, vanished into silence, just like the building itself. Chris, the daring YouTuber behind Urbex Hill, has always been drawn to places most people wouldn't step foot in, the silent ruins of forgotten history. His channel thrives on danger and mystery, but his latest trip into the decaying Rockefeller building in Cleveland, Ohio, would turn out to be something else entirely, something that crossed the line between curiosity and pure terror. The Rockefeller had once been a proud structure, restored in the early 2000s to blend its old-world charm with a modern edge. But when the pandemic struck in 2020, life drained from its walls. Offices emptied, lights went out, and within just 2 years, the building was nothing more than a hollow shell of its former self.
Okay, so these were the law offices.
Chris entered through a broken service door, his flashlight beam slicing through layers of dust and darkness. The silence was thick, too thick. At first, everything seemed typical. Overturned furniture, peeling paint, scattered papers left behind by time. But then he noticed something off.
The table's still wet. Somebody must have been here recently. Somebody's scrapping elevator parts right there. Wow, those are all bullet holes. The coronavirus. I think when this place shut down was during the pandemic. Are people really in here shooting? It's a 9mm. That's crazy.
A half-empty water bottle, a recently burned candle, footprints in the dust that weren't his. As he climbed deeper into the maze of empty halls, the signs multiplied.
Somebody's definitely sleeping in here. You can smell it. It smells like people been sleeping in here. That's super sketchy. Yeah. Somebody's recently slept in that bed. Yeah, look at the chair. Somebody's been here. Like literally just recently. Cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah, even the chairs are like organized. Like people have been here.
Makeshift bedding in an old office, food wrappers, a flickering lantern still warm. Someone was living here, and they knew he was too.
William H. Smith and associate. Oh shit. Somebody's here. Listen to that.
Then came the voices, muffled at first, somewhere between floors. Chris froze, straining to listen. Were they above him? Behind him? His heart hammered as he crept toward the sound.
At this point in the video, I need to explain a few things. I started hearing a lot of noise coming from the stairwell nearby on the 9th floor, multiple voices and what sounded like music playing from a cell phone. So I quickly pressed record on my camera and turned my light off just in case they were hostile. Unfortunately, the camera audio was cutting in and out during the entire exploration, and it failed to capture the sound during this part. While sitting quietly in the dark, I listened, and they sounded like they might be fellow urban explorers. So I turned my light on and went to the stairwell to see who they were. When I got to the door, I unintentionally scared a woman that was with the group, and she screamed and ran up the stairs yelling, "Help!" That's when one of the guys racked his gun and shouted, "Who's down there?" I replied that I was just taking pictures of the building. It quickly became clear they weren't explorers, they were scrappers, and they were also using drugs while stripping the place. They began yelling and threatening to shoot me if I didn't leave. I started arguing back at them, saying I have a gun too, and that they needed to relax. After a bit of tense back and forth, I told them I'm leaving soon and I won't bother them. I then left the stairwell and went down the hall to a different stairwell so I could get to the lower section of the building to get away from them. As I walked away, I could hear what sounded like at least 4 people yelling and cussing about me being there. One of them was even talking about me.
But the tension in the air was razor sharp. He slowly backed away, retreating down a stairwell toward the lower levels. That's when he saw them. Needles, bottles, the remains of campfires. These weren't fellow explorers. They were scrappers, high, armed, and desperate. A gunshot cracked through the silence. The sound ricocheted off the marble walls as Chris sprinted for the exit. His flashlight trembled, catching glints of bullet casings and holes in the plaster, evidence that others had come here before, and not all had left. He burst through the doorway into the cold Cleveland night, shaken but alive. And though he escaped that night, the question still lingers. What else hides inside the Rockefeller when the city sleeps? In the quiet stretch of central Ontario, just south of Port Elgin, lies a small, unassuming community known to locals as North Bruce. But among those who've heard the stories, it goes by another, far darker name, the Devil's Elbow.
And I'm in an area known as the Devil's Elbow. Now, the reason it's called Devil's Elbow is because this house right here, the original owner of this house was a high priest in the occult. And they practice all kinds of different crazy rituals and ceremonies here. So people have tried to buy this house. They're seeing signs of people fixing it up. No one will live here, guys. Too much freaking activity. And guys, I want to explore this place.
According to urban explorer John, who once ventured there with his camera and nerves of steel, the name stems from a legend that's haunted the area for decades. Long ago, an alleged occult high priest lived in a sprawling mansion hidden deep within the trees. Rumors claimed he practiced dark rituals, ceremonies so vile they tainted the very ground beneath the estate. When he vanished, the townsfolk said the mansion didn't just become empty, it became cursed. No one's lived there since. Even today, locals refuse to set foot on the property once the sun dips below the horizon. John, however, wasn't one to shy away from a haunting. In 2019, he decided to explore what locals called the occult mansion. Alone, at night.
You can see, I want you guys to see this balcony. I don't know how the floor's on me. Check that out. This thing is freaking huge. My keys are making noises. Freaking somebody down there, dude. Come on, quit messing with me. I'm just trying to freaking, I'll leave. There's something else in here. As I've got myself in a bad situation. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, forget it.
At first, everything seemed calm. The mansion was in surprisingly good shape, its decaying beauty preserved beneath layers of dust. Only the garage showed serious damage. Its roof caved in like a mouth yawning toward the earth.
It's floor open. Oh my God, 3 lantern. Hello? Is there somebody here? I'm not here to bother or rob anything. I was just here exploring. I thought it was a band. Oh my God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh shit! Oh God! Turn away! Oh my God! Oh my God!
About 5 minutes in, the stillness broke. A sound, soft but deliberate, came from upstairs. John froze, listening. When he finally climbed the staircase, the noise vanished. The air grew thick, heavy with silence. But as he stepped onto the upper floor, the sounds returned, louder this time, echoing down the narrow hallway. Someone was up there. Calling out, John tried to sound calm. He told whoever was inside that he wasn't there to cause trouble, just to film. No response. Only the faint creak of floorboards shifting, as if someone, or something, was moving just out of sight. Then, nothing. Silence again. He exhaled, beginning to think it was all in his head, but that's when the voice came. A deep, guttural scream cut through the darkness. "I'll kill you."
I'm not here to bother or rob anything. I was just here exploring. I thought it was a band.
John's blood ran cold. He didn't wait to see who it was. Dropping everything, he bolted down the stairs, out the door, and through the overgrown yard, running until the mansion was nothing but a shadow behind him. To this day, no one knows who was hiding inside that house. Some say it was a squatter, angry at the intrusion. Others insist it was something else entirely, something that never left after those rituals were performed. Whatever it was, one thing's certain: the Devil's Elbow earned its name for a reason.
Oh. Nope, there's somebody coming. There's somebody coming. There's somebody coming.
Roger Bear, the fearless mind behind the YouTube channel Exploring with Bear, has built a reputation for chasing the kind of adventures most people wouldn't dare dream of. His fans know him for his spine-chilling explorations into the world's most haunted, forgotten places. But recently, Bear took things even further.
There's somebody around. Holy crap, you guys. The catacombs. was that? Okay. For sure somebody's down here. That was a big bang.
His next journey would drag him beneath the city of Baltimore into a world that should have stayed buried, a maze of ancient catacombs that felt more like a descent into hell than an exploration.
I know, I just heard something over there. Hear that? There's somebody over there now. I was just over there and didn't see anybody. Okay. Look, we're gonna go down these oh, that was a bang. Okay. Definitely time to go. There's somebody right over there.
The deeper he went, the colder the air became, thick and damp, clinging to his clothes and skin like something alive. Every flicker of his flashlight revealed walls coated in grime, carvings long forgotten, and endless tunnels that twisted and mirrored one another until he could no longer tell which direction led back to the surface. It was the kind of place that made sound itself feel trapped. Even his own footsteps seemed hesitant to echo.
Oh. That sounds like somebody over there.
At one point, Bear reached what he thought was an exit, only to find another network of tunnels stretching into complete darkness. He hesitated. Something didn't feel right.
And if I haven't said it yet, do not attempt to do these kind of things by yourself. Okay. I'll see if that goes off at all. Place is creepy. Whoa! The heck was that, man? Dived by my face. Holy smokes. Whew. That was like a man-eating beetle. Whew, man, I'm so hot. I gotta get a drink too. There's somebody around.
There was weight in the air now, an invisible presence, silent but suffocating. Someone, or something, was down there with him. Trying to ignore the rising panic, he pressed on, descending into yet another corridor. His flashlight trembled in his grip, its beam cutting through the black. That's when the feeling grew undeniable. He wasn't alone. Bear decided to test it, to prove it wasn't just his imagination. He placed a motion sensor on the ground and waited. Minutes passed. Nothing. Relieved but uneasy, he turned to leave, and then froze.
Man, that mold smells so strong. Oh. No, there's somebody coming. There's somebody coming. There's somebody coming. I knew there was somebody following me. I heard him a couple times. Now screw that. I gotta go call my ride. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I don't have a good feel anymore.
At the far end of the tunnel, a shape lingered in the light, motionless, watching. Bear didn't wait to find out what it was. He ran, the echo of his footsteps chasing him until daylight finally broke through the cracks above. Who, or what, had been watching him from the shadows beneath Baltimore?